Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Corina, and today I have a super exciting video to share with you guys. We are doing some meal planning, whoop whoop. So grab some coffee if you like, and let's go ahead and get into this. Which, by the way, you guys, I have my fancy coffee today because it's Saturday. So I made myself a little caramel macchiato. Hey! Okay friends, so I'm super excited because today I'm going to share with you not only our meal plan for this week, but also 5 tips that you can incorporate into your meal planning to make it easier, more cost efficient, and a better, enjoyable time. So the first thing to start with is our supplies. I have 2 different notepads here. This long skinny one is where I'm going to write my actual groceries out. This kind of shorter fat one is where I'm going to write out our meal plan for the week. And then I also have my phone here so that I can look at Pinterest or the online to look at different meal ideas. And of course I have my trusty dusty pen. This is a Pilot G2 pen and I love them. They write really nicely because I do not write nicely, so it's helpful to have a pen that has got your back. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the very first tip that I want to share with you guys, and that is to meal plan before you grocery shop. Now, that may seem kind of like, well, duh, but trust me, best believe, I have grocery shopped, gotten all of my groceries home, and kind of looked around and been like, okay, so what am I gonna make with this stuff? I've realized that in those times, I would, really look at my groceries and like, okay, I didn't really get anything that would make a full meal. I got a bunch of snacks. I was thinking about, the one day that we were gonna make that one dinner, but I didn't think about any other meals for anything else. And so it's really helpful to meal plan before you grocery shop so that you have a plan of action, right? There's a quote. It says, failing to plan is planning to fail. And so I literally take that into every aspect of my life. So meal planning is no different. So let's go ahead and get started. I will share with you guys our meal plan for the week and how I like to meal plan. So this sheet here, I'm going to write out 5 meals for us, 5 dinners. Okay guys, so I like to plan for 5 dinners because this gives us space to have a pizza night one night, gives us space to go out with friends one night or have a date night, something like that, and it also gives us an opportunity to make sure we're eating leftovers and not planning out 7 full meals. So the next thing I like to do is go in with a couple of lunch ideas. And lunches are generally really easy. We either do leftovers or we do like sandwiches or some sort. So I don't really worry too much about lunch, but it is nice to write that down. And then I also look at some breakfasts. So I kind of plan backwards through the day. There we go. And again, breakfast is something that it fluctuates. I mean, my husband doesn't always eat breakfast, and so it's really easy to just kind of grab something and go for breakfast. So if he doesn't eat breakfast, then it makes it a little bit, I hate that he doesn't eat breakfast, but it's not the end of the world because I haven't bought 7 different breakfasts for us to eat throughout the week. So now we're gonna go in and start looking at the meals we want to have. So the tip number 2 for you guys is to plan for the family or person that you are right now. So don't plan and look at this meal plan and say, okay, I'm going to be a vegetarian this week, so I'm not going to make any meat even though you've eaten meat every meal for your entire life. Don't make any like radical, drastic changes. If you are going to make a lifestyle change and you want to meal plan around that, I say, be lenient, like give yourself some options and give yourself some leeway into that lifestyle change. Incorporate more vegetables and different things like that if that's something that you're looking to do. But don't overnight change everything because, you could get to day 2 and be like, oh my gosh, like this is awful. I can't stick with this. It's not going to work for me. And then all of the food that you purchase throughout for the week is absolutely going to waste. So you want to plan for the family and the person that you are right now. Alright guys, so for our dinners this week, we like to do things that are pretty easy. I love to make things in the crock pot. We like to eat a lot of chicken, but we also like to get some variety in as well. So for this week, I am going to do, let's see, number 1, We're going to do tri-tip and roast with Brussels sprouts and mashed potatoes. Let's see. The second one, I've really been craving chili cheese dogs for some reason. So we're going to plan for that. We're also going to do a chicken chili. And we'll do the chili first so that we can use it for the chili dog, so I don't have to buy canned chili. Okay, friends, so the last one we have is taco night, and I remember seeing a recipe on Pinterest this week, and oh my gosh, you guys, look, I pinned all of these amazing looking St. Patrick's Day treats. Oh, I need to plan for that too, actually. So, where is it here? Here it is. Okay. I don't know. Oh, there we go. So, it's the slow cooker garlic butter chicken and veggies. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. And yeah, I just think, oh, like, yes, I need this. Potatoes and carrots and chicken, like, I am sold. So we are definitely going to do this. I just wanted to take a look at it. And that will be our second crock pot meal for the week, because I'll do the chili in the crock pot also. Let's see. So garlic butter chicken. Okay guys, for our lunches, I'm going to look at, I think we're going to plan for, oh, and you know, so the one other thing that I actually need to add in here is another dinner actually, and it's going to be corned beef and cabbage. And that's for St. Patrick's Day this week, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, that is probably going to end up being some lunch ideas here, but to make sure that I have lunches like for my hubby also, because he's not really a big fan of corned beef and cabbage. He'll probably eat it for one meal with me, like on Thursday, but other than that, he's not the biggest fan. So I'm gonna put deli sandwiches, and we'll need to get stuff for that, but that's pretty much good. And then we'll also do like a Cobb salad for lunches also. Okay, so moving on to breakfast ideas. I like to do one breakfast that's kind of like a main item that I'll make, and then I like to leave room for like things like cereal or yogurt parfaits or something like that. So that'll be the first one. We'll do cereal and fruit. And the second thing I'm going to do, I don't know if you guys have seen these, but they're like breakfast bowls. They are so good. It's like potatoes and like peppers. You can do sausage and like scrambled eggs like on top. So I'm going to do something like that. So breakfast bowl. Okay, and that's something that I can make ahead, and then my hubby can just heat up before he goes to work in the morning. Okay guys, so that's really it for our meal plan. We have a lot of dinners. We actually have, you know, kind of more than one, but some of these things are going to be pretty easy to kind of bump around if necessary. We have 2 lunches and then 2 breakfast options as well. So now we're going to go ahead and make our grocery list. So before we make our grocery list, as part of our meal plan, I add in like veggies, but I don't necessarily specify which veggies we're going to do. So tip number 4 is to check for in-season produce, and I like to do this again on Pinterest. There are tons of great little charts to do this in. So let's take a look here. I'm just going to search, oops, there we go. Let's search in season produce chart, and oops, and you can put the month as well. So I did March, and it comes up with this whole list here of things that are in season for March. So it has this nice little list. So there's asparagus, avocado, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, which is perfect because I wanted Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, citrus fruit, which is great, so we can grab some like cuties, greens, leeks, mushrooms, parsnip, peas, radishes, sweet potatoes, ooh, and more. So this is really cool. So you can find different charts and things that will give you different ideas. This one is actually like more simple, it just has them listed out. But a lot of the same thing, lemon, oranges, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, etc., etc. So knowing that, we're going to go ahead and make our grocery list now from our meal plan, and keeping in mind the things that are in season as far as produce. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay. So my grocery list is finally done. It is literally 2 pages long. It's like all the way to the bottom. So, yikes. We're actually running out of quite a few staples in our home. Like over the past week, we actually haven't grocery shopped in, gosh, like well over a week, but maybe like a week and a half. And that's because I was sick this last week. On the days that I would have gone grocery shopping, I literally did not like get off the couch. So there's that to keep in mind. So we need a lot of things, which is totally fine. So we can go ahead and stock up on some things. So I usually like to kind of organize my grocery list by category in the grocery store, which I didn't do that today. I just kind of wrote everything down. But as I go throughout the grocery store, I will check off to make sure that I don't have to double back to any different sections. And I kind of did with the produce. I lumped it all together over here for the most part. And then I did a separate small list down here for things I want to pick up at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, so I have some extras on here that aren't like super like necessities. Like I just wanted to get some more baggies, and I wanted to try the crock pot bags. I've never used those before, but since I'm making 2 different crock pot meals, I thought that would be nice to try this week. But that is everything. So the last and final tip that I have, number 5, is to estimate prices to keep your budget in check. Now, I can already tell that this is going to be quite a hefty grocery haul, but what I like to do anyway is to go in and kind of just guesstimate what my pricing will be based on the prices that I know things are in my store. So I'm going to do this kind of off to the side here. Okay friends, so I just went through and put an amount next to each item that I think it will be like roughly. So then I'm just going to grab my calculator and we're going to take a look and add all of these up. So altogether it looks like this is going to be about $141, which is quite a lot, but like I said, we haven't grocery shopped this past week, which means that our entire grocery budget from this last week didn't get used. So we can kind of roll that over into this coming week as well. So that is everything for my grocery meal planning. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit longer, but I wanted to do something that was more in-depth so that you guys could really see my entire process and how this helps to save us money. Now, if you get to the part where you're totaling things up and you realize, oh my gosh, this is going to be way over budget, I have to change something, it's easier to change things now. Say you could cut out a meal. I could get rid of the tri-tip and roast and Brussels sprouts, and that would save like $15, $18 right there. So you can do that right now versus getting to the grocery store, being in line with your whole grocery cart and realizing that you're over budget and having to pull things back. So I would recommend to go under budget on your meal planning, because when you get to the store, things could be different prices. You may see something that you're like, oh my gosh, we actually really need that. Let's go ahead and buy it, etc. So you could have like different surprises there at the grocery store, but if you go in with a plan, you're going to be prepared and you're going to know at least where you're landing as a rough estimate. So that is everything I have for you guys today. I would love to know what your favorite part of meal planning is, or which tip from this video will help you the most in your meal planning. I hope that you guys enjoy meal planning, and I hope that it's something that you see as a benefit to helping your family. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like the video, give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more. I would love to see you here for my next video. I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Happy meal planning and happy Monday!